Hi, I'm Crystal Dawn, and this is a book reading of Eunoia, first edition. So, Eunoia, a blueprint for a planet in harmony. I upped my game and made a table of contents, so it's much easier to find out where you want to be. So we'll start with the prologue. A world on the edge. What if we created a safety net for all life on Earth? The world is burning. Not just in forests and fields, but in boardrooms, parliaments, and along the invisible lines that divide us from one another, and from the earth itself. The signs are everywhere. Rivers drying, oceans rising, species vanishing, families fleeing, economies collapsing beneath the weight of their own greed. We live in a time of unraveling. Systems that promise security are breaking. Governments built to serve now exploit. Technologies designed to connect have left us more isolated than ever. And through it all, one truth persists. No one is coming to save us. But what if, instead of waiting for rescue, we learned to catch one another? What if we built something new, from the ashes of what no longer serves? Not a new empire or a rebranded charity, but a living, breathing safety net, woven from care, trust, and purpose that could hold all life. A system without kings or conquerors. A network where people, water, land, and creatures are protected, not as resources, but as relatives. A movement that remembers what our ancestors knew. We belong to the earth. We belong to each other. And when we act in service to life, the future changes. This book is an invitation into that future. It is a blueprint, not for perfection, but for possibility. For a world where transparency dissolves corruption, where wealth circulates, not accumulates. Where indigenous wisdom shapes global decisions. Where technology serves life instead of consuming it. Where no one is disposable. Where healing is more important than growth. A world where, when things fall apart, there is something beneath us strong enough to catch us. The threads are already there, in community gardens and cultural revival programs, in regenerative farms and rooftop art in war zones, in refugee camps that have become eco-villages, in children learning to listen to the land again. This is the story of how those threads come together, how they form a web strong enough to hold us all. How we build a world that doesn't just sustain life, but protects it, restores it, honors it. The world is on the edge, but edges aren't just endings. There are places where new things begin. So let's begin. Are you ready to weave?